Well, how's it going? Thought I'd make this quick. Probably gonna have to make this in two parts. If I try to cram this all into one video, it'd just get too damn long. But about 3 weeks ago, I made some changes here. And there's two changes I made that I planned on. And then I had a third change I wasn't expecting. And two of the changes, the one I wasn't expecting and the one I was planning, had to do with the feed. And the other change I made was to the milking system. And like I say, I don't think the feed is all the problem. I think there's a problem with the pipeline. There's something here causing the irritations or whatever. There's no reason why these cows should be down on milk as much as they are. So I did some looking online, tried to figure some stuff out, just find out the basics of the pipeline on how things should be set, you know, anything to check, things to look for, and like I say, just the basics, anything I could find. And here's one bit of information that I came across, and it's something that I know. I mean, I've heard it before, and it's something, you know, that just stood out that I know is different on the pipeline than what should be. And that is that these milk hoses should be no longer than 9 foot. The shorter the better, it says, but maximum length 9 foot. And that's from the claw to the inlet that hooks onto the pipeline. Well, I know these are longer than 9 foot. Because last year when I put the new hoses on, I got a 50-foot roll. Now they come in 100-foot rolls, and like the feed mill, our local mill, I know they have a big spool, you know, like the electric company wires come on, them big wooden spools, probably at least 500 foot, maybe it's 1,000 foot, I don't know, it's a big spool of it. And like I say, you can buy whatever length you want. Well, I came across online their company, and they had a 50-foot roll. And I thought, well, that'd be perfect. You know, that'd be just enough to do the pipeline. Now, I have a habit of, like I say, if I'm buying 50 foot, I have 5 milkers, I might as well make them 10 foot or else I'm just wasting hose. But then again, I wouldn't be wasting the hose because I do need like a 4-foot piece when I change it on this milker. But it's just a case, well, that thing's going to be laying around or whatever. So I'll just cut them all 10 foot and put them on here. So that's what I did. Now, one other problem I've had with these milking, besides down on milk, and this could be a reason why they're down on milk, is I'd have milkers slipping, where they'd be sucking air, trying to fall off. And I mean, it would be, I'd have 5 milkers on these cows, and at times I'd have 3 cows slipping. Now, like I say, that slipping is an irritant, and anything that irritates the cows or is out of the ordinary for them will cause them to drop on milk. Now, like I say, whether it's the 20 pounds down that I am, but it could account for a little bit here and there. Now, I made that change. I went in and I cut at least a foot off these hoses. I mean, they're a little shorter than 9 foot now. I have all but eliminated the slipping on these cows. The milkers are no longer slipping like they were. I got one, maybe 2 cows, and you're always going to have these. It's got, even if their tits are too close together, and instead of the milkers hanging on there straight, they will cock off the side a little bit, and that will cause them to suck air a little bit. So that pretty much fixed that problem. Now the thing is, I did come up on milk. Now, it's not enough to say, all right, that's the problem or anything. I mean, over the 3-week period, it's basically been roughly 2 pounds per cow. So that's what I don't know. Fixing that problem would be a long-term fix. I mean, once a cow drops on milk, they don't come right back to where they were if they come back to the levels. This is something that would steadily help improve over time if that's been the problem. And like I say, I don't think that's all the problem, but like I say, for the last 3 weeks, every pickup has been up a little bit. Nothing big, but there's been enough of an increase that every pickup I can see an uptake. I mean, we're talking over this 3-week period about 2 pounds per cow. Not a whole big deal. But yet, like I say, it's been a steady increase. So that's what I got to figure out here now. See if they continue to increase this a little bit. You know, maybe over the next couple months, they might be back up to a respectable level. I mean, I don't expect them to be at the levels that they were milking. But then again, like I say, there's 2 changes I made to the feed. And like I say, the one I wasn't expecting, it could contribute that little minute amount of change. The other change I made, I expected them to drop on milk. But that'll be the topic for the next video on that. And I'll talk about what I did in the feeds and, you know, how I could lose milk yet still make more money. It's still a possibility to do that. So, but yet I still gotta do a little bit more researching, look for different things, because that could be a case here now I got to keep an eye on, where because they're not slipping as much, I might have to lower the vacuum level on this pipeline here yet. That's supposed to run at 14 to 15 inches of mercury. And like I say, if I'm getting a better adhesion, how do I want to describe this? But it's possible. See if I can show it here. You see on the cow's tit, it's just like a sphincter. Well, what happens if you've got too much vacuum at the end there, it'll actually do what's called a prolapse. That inner wall will actually come out, and it would cause a lot of problems. And like I say, one cause of that is too high of vacuum levels. So like I say, that's another thing I got to make sure I keep an eye on. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but it can always be. So, but I say, I don't know what other things I could really check in here, but I think that is a big one. I'm surprised that little much hose would make that much of a difference. But like I say, maybe I'm actually heading in the right direction, or as usual, as soon as I think I got something figured out and I talk to somebody about it, I crash the other way anyhow. So, and then I look like an idiot again. But like I say, at least we're seeing somewhat of a progress. So I guess I'm going to end this one here. And yeah, next video I'll talk about, and I got several videos here I want to make. I'm trying, so got several things coming up here yet. Just trying to figure out how I want to do it. So like I say, next one might be the feed, or like I say, I want to talk about this shell of this building here yet, and the layout of the barn. So I got that coming up here yet, and a few other things to do. But well, I guess I got to get milk in here so I can get done for the night. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you later.